because he's so uptight. He is Aficionados Chris.
With his beaver cap and his checkered tie, let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a common measure.
Aficionados
Shine the lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panoramas. He likes to impersonate walk on.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here. Today I'm going to be reviewing what is easily one of the most iconic anime series of all time. VIZ Media has actually recently released the entire first season of this highly acclaimed and highly sought after anime series. And that show we're going to be talking about is Sailor Moon. And right here we have the limited collector's edition of Season 1 Part 1, as well as the standard edition of Sailor Moon Season 1 Part 2. To give a little backstory about Sailor Moon and my introduction to it is that I actually have a lot of fond memories of watching this show on television. In fact, as my memory serves, I watched it around the same time as I got into shows like Thundercats and Beast Wars. I don't recall if they were on the same station, but I do remember seeing them quite often on television and really enjoying them. And this, along with another show which was called Card Captors, or better known as Card Captors Sakura for a lot of anime purists, I suppose, were two shows that I remember watching heavily that had female lead characters. And when I was a kid, there was all that, it's a girl show, and I never quite understood how this was a girl show because, well, this show could get pretty awesome as far as its action, and, well, it was funny too. It had some great characters that I really enjoyed. So I never really got why so many people would label this as a girly show simply because the main character was female. But hey, this is coming from a guy who praises things like My Little Pony nowadays, so maybe I'm just a little weird. And like I said, this is the first time it's been available on DVD for a very long time in the United States. I think it had one release that went out of print and was fetching collector's prices, and I believe there were several bootlegs as well, as my memory serves. Right now this is the current release you can find, but like I said, you can also get it as a DVD and not Blu-ray. But the benefit about having the Blu-ray is it's the only way to get this collector's edition box, which comes with this exclusive booklet that's actually right in here. Let me pull that out. It's got some really awesome tidbits about the show. It talks about every episode individually, talks about the voice actors for both the American dub, which is actually a brand new dub of the show, which I was not aware of, but I think it's a very good dub. I don't know what most people's stance is on that, but I really enjoyed this new dub of the show, as well as the original Japanese voice actors. But this is a really cool booklet, and it's only sold with the Blu-ray limited edition version, as well as you have this little cardboard piece in here that says Sailor Moon Season 1 Part 2 goes here. So kind of like those Funimation releases I review a lot that come in similar boxes, is they basically say you have the option to buy this set, and then when you get a hold of Season 1 Part 2, you can take this little box out, which we will now demonstrate, take this little slip out, and for my preference, I of course will take off the slipcover of Sailor Moon Season 1 Part 2, and just slip it in there, and there you go. You have the complete first season of Sailor Moon right there in a big collector's set. So basically you should save a lot of shelf space, because if you buy this, you don't have to have the other set right next to it taking up space, and makes it all compact, and really just looks nice having both parts of the full season together with a little booklet as well. And it's got some great gloss to it. It's very shiny, as you can see. I don't know if it picks up on the camera, but there's actually some sparkly stars on there. Considering Sailor Moon, that makes a lot of sense. It's just a really, really cool collector's edition as far as packaging and presentation. Now we're going to talk about what is easily one of the most controversial things about this set. Is there's been debate about the picture quality, whether or not it's a good transfer, whether or not it's a bad transfer. As my research has gone, that basically goes with the source material that VIZ Media was given to begin with to work with this set. But to get a better idea of what VIZ Media was given to make this set, I actually found a lot of research, including tweets and articles that VIZ Media representatives have written to basically talk about the picture quality and the troubles they have with it, which I'll actually pull out just for reference to explain where this whole thing ends up being. On Twitter, VIZ Media even went so far as to say that there are flaws such as ghosting with the original masters that they had received, which of course would have been from Toei Animation. There's a lot of controversy as to whether or not Toei Animation lost the original masters and gave them different inferior masters to VIZ Media, the ones that they use currently. I could not find a lot of information on that, which I'm going to say is simply just a rumor, but what I could find was an article from VIZ Media basically describing in more detail the process that went into remastering the series for Blu-ray. They go on to say, the original footage for Sailor Moon, being from way back in 1992, is also older than many fans who adore the series. Now, in 2009, Japan released the seasons on DVD using using the best masters available. In making our Blu-ray releases, we use the same masters used to create those beautiful releases, but make them work for the modern Blu-ray format. To create the Sailor Moon Blu-rays, we use the masters used to create the 2009 Japanese DVD set to make footage for Blu-ray. A proprietary process was used consisting of clean format conversion, inverse telecine to return the source to its native frame rate, correction of inherent aliasing issues, and the sharpest standard def to high def conversion possible. These are completely different masters than what was used for the 2003 North American DVD releases that many fans have in their collection. So essentially, it's the best that VIZ was able to get a hold of, and with what is made available to the American distributor of this series, this is the best that Sailor Moon can and will ever look as far as the future can see right now on Blu-ray. So essentially, I would go so far as to say the Blu-ray picture quality is okay. It's definitely not what you'd expect out of a high-def master and with a high-def format. But of course, the big thing, and a lot of people probably want to know, is what kind of bonus features come in this collector's set. You'll be happy to know that if you're considering skipping the Blu-ray and just getting the DVD because of the picture quality's mediocrity, I guess you could say, rest assured the bonus features that are included on this new release are on the DVDs as well, so there's nothing really exclusive to the Blu-ray outside of obviously this collector's set and the booklet, so that's really all you have for Blu-ray. But what we have for bonus features, we'll start with the first set, which include announcement panel and fan reactions, the dub recording behind the scenes feature, which is a really awesome feature that I highly recommend you check out, an art gallery, an official announcement trailer, and a clean opening and ending for the show. And continuing on with set 2, we have Moonlight Memories Part 1, the AX Sailor Moon panel, Sailor Moon Day highlights, the official cosplay team's interview, and of course another art gallery for the show. So, some pretty good extras, I'd say. Considering it's been over 10 years since the last Sailor Moon DVD release in North America, I think this is really worth the wait. Like I said, if the picture quality kind of bothers you, I completely understand, so you can just get the DVD and, you know, problems like that will be a little less noticeable on a standard definition format, which is really all this show is. Standard definition show, put on an HD format. It's going to have some problems if they don't have the proper masters to, well, basically take advantage of that particular format and quality. So other than that, I think it's a fine release. But overall, if you're a big Sailor Moon fan and are very excited the show's finally available again in North America, I'd say pick up the DVD release, like I said, if the picture quality kind of bothers you in that regard. But hey, if you have the extra money to spare, you can pick up this awesome limited edition collector's set of Sailor Moon and the second set as well, so you can slip it right in there and have a really awesome piece for your collection. And I just really love this set. I'm very happy to have Sailor Moon in my collection, considering it's very nostalgic for me personally. And yeah, I could have done with some better picture quality, but what are you going to do when the masters you're given are just inferior and you can't really do much with them? That's really all I have to say about Sailor Moon Season 1, Sets 1 and 2. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please have a wonderful day. Goodbye.